So we got that photo from that soldier, and also the medical bay has been built, and when those two events happen, there's a whole new subplot that happens that tons of people miss, because the game doesn't tell you about it. He always looks so deep in thought, but is he really thinking about anything?
If a gun could fire 2 bullets, it would be like having 2 guns. What if I could wrestle a man with my cheekbones?
Oh look, the dog's in the middle. He's the commander.
See it coming. Oh, yes.
Hooray.
This dog has steadily risen through the ranks.
Yeah.
Yep. Dog got to do a uniform inspection. Sure, sure.
Just got to make sure everything's up to code.
It seems your boots do not have enough urine on them, so I'll take care of that.
Not enough this base smells like me yet.
Boss, that puppy you saved, he's family now.
Oh.
He married my sister.
That chopper was no place for Chico to die. I'd like to at least think history will remember his part in the revolution.
When you pick up a gun, there's always a chance you'll die for nothing. He knew that as well as the rest.
Really? Because he was like 12.
Yep, that 12-year-old definitely knew that. So yeah, Chico's just actually fucking dead. Bye. There's actually concept art for other ideas they had for Chico in the game that they didn't use. Like, there's concept art where he's like, his face is all fucked up and he wears like a blood red, like, poncho, and he was just like a guy who would like wander Afghanistan with like a machete and just murder the shit out of people or something. I'll have to edit that concept art into this video somewhere, but yeah, it's... They had some kind of idea for Chico, but yeah,
should he be shooting guns in the hospital?
They only let you...
What the fuck are you doing?
They...
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
How?
Uh-huh.
Chico died, but you lived?
Yeah, there's a fucking room that just has pause in it.
What?
And look, it's a book Zadornov wrote.
There was a second bomb inside you.
Snake?
Posh. That's right. It's her.
Are you sure?
We were able to remove the explosives. Both of them.
That's not how I remember it.
Something's not right. Check her again.
Oh yeah, that feels like a bomb.
Boss?
And then it's... The updates may be mixed up for when this happens. But we haven't listened to the tapes from Ground Zeroes yet. That detail how the bomb was put in Paz's vagina. But there you go!
So there's a secret retcon room inside the medical strut.
Uh-huh. Kind of fucked up, right?
So she jumped out of the helicopter, thinking the second bomb had not been removed, and leading us, the viewer, to think the same.
Yes.
Fell into the sea, and then 9 years later is still getting medical treatment for this, and there's nowhere else to put her.
She hit the water hard, but somehow she managed to survive.
You'll see.
We also recovered from the ocean.
She's all yours.
Some parts of Chico. We got a finger, a whole foot, actually. Pretty lucky there.
Trying to see if the bionic specialist can do anything with them. But, so yep, there you go. There's just a room you can just never go in where Paz is just fucking sitting in there.
Peace! Yeah, I've heard of it. We're aware. We know about peace. We don't do it though. That's bad for business.
So yeah, we got a little ongoing side quest here, where every time we rescue a soldier, we got another photo to show her.
This is so bizarre.
It's weird, right?
Could you let me rest?
Yeah, I'll also try to get you an entire gown.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? What the fuck are these? Like,
no hospital in the world.
Here at R&D, we have normal, like, scrubs for the dudes, but if we get any ladies here, well, what do we got? Tube tops and split shorts. Yep. Good for medical treatment. I think it's time to actually go back to Ground Zeroes and see all the other stuff it has. Because there's... we're not going to get
every time you replay the mission, things get a little harder, and there's another bomb inside Paz.
Yep. Yeah, that's... she's basically just a bomb now.
Yeah.
Ground Zeroes has a full Metal Gear credit sequence, like, with the timeline that always happens at the end and everything. But there's also this conversation at the end.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment. No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy. Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss. Tell me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice. Where I was born, the language I speak, I've never had the freedom to choose for myself. But you, right now, are free. Do as you will.
This will save Big Boss.
It may.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
All right. Zero is...
And this is Skullface, right? I'm not
Yeah, this is
guessing wrong.
Skullface. Yeah, it's... I don't blame you if you don't remember what Skullface sounds like, because he's had, like, 4 lines so far. Metal Gear Solid 5 is weird because it holds a lot of things to its chest for a very long time, and, like, it takes a long time before it even feels like there's an actual villain, because Skullface just is, like, not in the picture, really, for a long time. These missions are weird because they have a story to them. You're still playing as Big Boss, but, like, when the mission starts, it always says a pseudo-historical recreation.
Yeah, because the first mission is actual literal history that definitely happened.
For all these side ups and Ground Zeroes, we're just going to be doing 1 take instead of, 2 or 3 or whatever.
Well, Snake hasn't had his own dissociative moment yet.
And, like, in some ways, I think Ground Zeroes is the better game just because every mission is pretty varied and different from each other, and they have some cool secrets. And also Ground Zeroes, when we unlock the extra 2 missions, probably have some of the best, like, goofy, like, Easter eggs out of all of the Metal Gear games.
Nice.
Also, there's one of Chico's tapes. Chico's tapes are spread throughout these other side ops. And yeah, when you collect them all, it leads you to the awful events that happened to Chico and Paz up to right before Ground Zeroes, the mission happens. Again, I don't know where I'm putting that update. We may have already listened to it, so, hey, if we already went through that stuff, boy, it sure was awful, huh?
Oh, man, don't, that's bad foreshadowing. Don't do that to me. Let me have hope.
Yeah, it's just, most of the tapes aren't that bad. It's just normal Metal Gear stuff, but there's 2 that just go too far, really.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna hold out hope that it's awful things compellingly done, and no, I'm a fool for thinking that.
So yeah, this is another one of those things where it's like, hey, here's these awful war criminals, you need to kill them. Or you could hire them.
Roger that chopper request. It's headed your way now.
So yeah, we are going to do this mission by just extracting them.
Our clients will never rest well until they know these men are dead. So we put them in our brig for like 3 weeks, and they work for us now.
Yeah, it's fine. And yeah, if you set an alert off and it's like Politz is the one that you still have to get, he's like the harder one to get before he escapes, because he just like goes down a ladder and immediately jumps into a jeep and just leaves. I've seen somebody did like a trick shot where it's like he was freaked out and he drove out of the gate in the Jeep, and he was just holding like a knocked out guard, and he just threw the guard at the Jeep, and it knocked him out too. It's a little hard to reproduce, otherwise I would have done it. But
parallel thinking. That's the thing.
It's fun. It's great how many dumb ways you can just do this stuff. And yeah, like the guard layouts and everything for every side are completely different, and a lot of the guards have completely new like conversations, although most of them are just, you know, going like, "Hey, bud, I heard a rocket launcher was put into this shed. Boy, I wish I could shoot that rocket launcher someday. I hear somebody left the door unlocked." All right, bud, see ya. Again, like I said, only Ground Zeroes had Harry Gregson Williams doing the music for it, but I really wish he had done Phantom Pain. Like, Phantom Pain has a pretty good soundtrack, but the alert music and stuff in Ground Zeroes is like some of the best from all the games, and I wish he had continued to do more of the music, but oh well.
This dude is not gonna want to work for you unless you can... Unless you got a really good story for why he's so bruised and broken when he wakes up.
You resorted to self-mutilation, but you can't cut off your name. Just like us. They were human.
So yeah, you get different, a little different ending depending on whether or not you kill them or extract them, and I love that, like, the beginning mission, Miller's like, they're called us because they're not even human. And then you bring him back, it's like, actually, these guys aren't that bad. They felt bad about it, maybe, or maybe, you know, they're just fucked up and took out an eye and a finger or something. But nah, they work for us. They're cool now.
The target is our agent from the intel team. To say he's a critical VIP would be a massive understatement.
You might be able to guess who the member from the intel team is, but
I have a theory.
To get an S rank, you just have to not kill very many people, which means you have to use this,
Whoa. The Phantom forklift.
Oh yeah, that forklift just pops in real fast. Also, a weird quirk in Ground Zeroes. If you kill somebody by shooting an explosive barrel, it doesn't count as a kill. Technically, the barrel killed them, I guess.
I'm good to drive. Just cover me.
Who could it be?
I've secured the cassette tape. We're heading to the boss.
This mystery man.
What's so important on this cassette tape? Is it like the new Blondie album? Because then I'd understand.
I do like that the videos that we're using for doing commentary on have a lower bitrate on them, and I love that on the gray concrete, some of the soldiers from really far away are just invisible.
Yeah.
They just blur, they just completely blend in with the ground.
No obvious injuries, right?
He's fine, don't worry. He'll live to make Death Stranding, I think.
Yeah. He's fine, but for some reason the tears will not stop falling. Alright, you did it! You rescued God!
I rescued God, yeah.
Yeah.
He's fine. The man who is 70% movies.
Oh.
There you go. I don't think that counts as a kill either.
Look, is your name Gravity? You can't be held accountable for all this.
Yeah.
Snake.
So getting an S rank makes Kojima say something different than normal. I gotta give him his signature glasses back.
That was perfect.
That's what he says for an S rank. Otherwise, he says something like, "What took you so long?" or something like that. But yeah, there you go. We rescued Kojima. He put himself in a cutscene and everything. I love it.
And only one person had to die. Technically.
Yeah. I hope this becomes a trend with him where he's always in all of his games somewhere, like Stan Lee in the Marvel movies or something.
The location is Viala Village. This information comes from a mole planted within the Soviet's Arab Support Organization.
Oh, is that one of the animals we can capture?
Yeah. A one-of-a-kind chance to weaken the Soviet forces in one stroke. But if they act themselves, it'll expose the existence of their mole. That's why this job falls to us. The request is simple. Eliminate the 3 pigs by any means.
Is this just the wind in the willows? What the fuck?
Don't really need any special equipment. We just need C4 for this, really.
Strangelove, the AI researcher from Mother Base. I remember her. We've lost touch with her.
Yeah, I would assume you do.
Her out of the blue. She told Amanda she
Look, you were in a coma for 9 years, but it was like a day for you. Come
from
on.
the bottom of Lake Nicaragua. Amanda passed the request on to her friends in the new administration. She's a national hero now, after all.
Good for her.
So Strangelove got a Soviet military aircraft to transport something to somewhere.
Very helpful, thank you.
A funny thing, guys who are smoking have tunnel vision. So I could just put C4 in his butt.
This seems implausible.
Like, you could do this in previous Metal Gears, too. I remember showing it off in our MGS3 LP. I stuck C4 to a guy, but it was always like, you would stick it to their back, but now it's like, you just stick it right to their butt.
It's actively beeping.
Yeah, it beeps. There's a part of this mission that's an optional objective that most people probably haven't seen, because it's pretty easy to take these guys out before they ever meet up, or most of them.
Mm-hmm.
But if you actually let all the guys assemble in this spot, you can actually listen in on their meeting.
Oh.
Yeah. This is when the enemy forces finally realize you've been Fultoning tons of dudes. But yeah, later on, the other optional objectives and missions to, like, listen in on conversations get extremely difficult, because the way they're scripted is very... It's just like a house of cards. You do one thing wrong, and it just breaks. Mm-hmm. There is a mission far later on that I was just recording that is a motherfucker to get right. Alright, we listen in the conversation. We're done. And now we can just grab this dude, shoot the other dude in the head, and then we just stab this dude. Despite those loud gunshots, they didn't see me, so I'm not technically on alert. Bye! Alright, with Vapor Snake, though, you can see we've developed a new camouflage pattern. It's animals.
I'm sorry, your codename is now Cougar.
This is the same camo pattern you could get for tranking Ocelot during his boss fight in MGS3. So, knowing where the Jeep is, basically, I'm a really good friend with my horse now, which means my horse has leveled up and learned a new command.
Oh, what can your horse friend do?
He can poop on command.
Out with it.
I don't know if I want to be that good of friends with a horse.
Well...
Or anybody, for that matter.
Yeah. So that's the only new ability the horse can learn?
I think that horse knew that for a long time before it met you.
That's one of the targets.
Lay a devious trap for these men.
This also seems unlikely.
Unfortunately, Afghanistan isn't a great place for it. There aren't too many, like, actually good ramps or anything. But it is possible to do some stunts with the vehicles in this game.
That's the real problem with Afghanistan. There aren't enough sweet ramps.
There's not enough sweet ramps.
I've been saying it all along. They won't let me on CNN. They're afraid of the truth.
I mean, like, in Blood in the Sand, like, that sweet ramp was not a natural ramp. That was an artificially made ramp, and that's the only way they can have them.
I don't think this is going to be a sensible plan. I think this is probably going to be a ludicrous plan.
It'll work out. So, set up some... that one wouldn't fit. But, you know, our smoke grenade tactic from Ground Zeroes, it still works in the Phantom Pain. So, you know, despite the smoke trailing behind us, we are just unseeable.
My God, you've got autopilot from Airplane. What is this?
So, like, that guy in the roof there gets very confused.
Yeah, he would. I think that he would.
But, because we just been able to drive straight fucking through, hey, there they are. In this case, the Jeep blew up. And then it continued to blow up. And these dudes are just fine. Just taking a nap. I don't know why they're okay. The whole Jeep is singed, but they're just good. Just sleeping.
This is just a weekend at Bernie's family reunion.
Yeah, basically. Just like if you put a stunned dude in a porta potty, stunned dudes will never wake up when they're sitting in a car seat. They will never get out of this car unless I deem it so.
That's what they say about newborns. You just put them in the car.
Just drive around till they fall asleep.
Yeah. Oh my god, you guys, I am so fucked up. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So that sound there, if you are in a mission and you drive a car out of the mission zone and complete the mission, you get to keep that car. So that sound effect was somebody from Mother Base spray painting the Diamond Dogs logo on the car.
Goblin Rooster. Ooh, I love a good Goblin Rooster. And a greedy armadillo, you say?
Another one of the reasons why I wanted to have like multiple different snakes with different play styles is because it's going to, at this point, start changing how the missions are laid out. In that the game, like, notices your play style, and the soldiers in the game will then start making countermeasures against the way you play the game. So, like, if you do lots of... A really basic example is, like, if you do a lot of headshots, guys will start, like, distributing helmets to bases a lot more. Stuff like that. And so, we'll see a lot of differences between the different playstyles from now on.
Plus, we have Huey.
Huey?
Human Exploitation Company.
An acronym within an acronym.
I love exploitation. I can't get enough exploitation.
Intelligence agency.
Cause that's...
Remember what they were trying to accomplish at the prison facility in Cuba? That gave me the idea. We dispatch moles into conflict zones around the world.
Remember that shit those bad people were doing? Seems like a good idea to me. Like, okay, Miller's base is like the co-founder of MSF and Diamond Dogs and all that shit, but he really seems like he does 90% of the fucking work. Like, Big Boss is just the mascot.
Cypher has its eyes on us.
Well, he's busy rolling around in Afghanistan.
It's true. He does a lot of the heavy lifting, like mission-wise, but like running the business.
Also, giant mech tanks. He can lift those.
Yeah.
Latin America isn't as close as I'd like, but we have Amanda and her people to help in that.
I would really like to do some wars there.
Seems like a good place for that.
This donkey is the most evasive enemy.
I like that tape just because it's like, oh yeah, we got, you know, the ability to build this base here because we owe somebody a favor. But also we have no ideology and we owe nothing to no one. But we kind of owe these people a favor. Anyways, that's why I wanted to go here. Wanted to get that donkey. But if you stay in this menu for a bit, there's a cute little Easter egg. He spins the menu for you.
And then they kiss.
Yes. You have to wait 30 minutes, but that's the reward. Alright, so this is one of the Ground Zeroes missions I was talking about that has, like, 2 different endings, depending on how you play it. The second ending, like, the true ending, I guess, being, like, kind of hard to realize that you can actually do it.
You watch your ass, too. Alright. Come on, do it.
How'd you know I was watching your ass?
Well, you gotta go into your iDroid and see the picture to identify the ass.
Oh, I just wish there was like a, you know, an homage to Metal Gear Solid 1 where you were like trying to find Meryl by looking at her stupid butt. But just like open the iDroid, it's just a picture of somebody's ass, like real close up. This is the only identifying mark we got, boss.
With the power of the Fox engine, we can individually render every ass. No 2 asses are the same.
Yeah, I mean...
In any given mission.
They could 3D scan an ass if they really wanted to, and they... Thinking about it, I guess they actually did later in this game.
And as a fun little Easter egg, every ass belongs to somebody who works at Koji Pro.
It was one of Kojima's dreams ever since Metal Gear Solid 2. He's always wanted to have every ass be unique, but the emotion engine of the PS2 couldn't do it, the power of the cell processor couldn't do it, but finally, here we are. 3D scanned butts. I want to fuck space! It does... thinking about some of the other tech stuff that, you know, Koji Pro is flaunting and stuff, going like, look at all this really cool shit we can do. It does remind me that, like, ideas Kojima's wanted to do, both as, like, whoa, look at what technology can do now, and also, like, him just being, like, me horny. If I remember correctly...
That's my favorite quote from his Twitter.
Me horny.
And it's a picture of some really aesthetically pleasing dinner.
During Metal Gear Solid 4's production, when they were doing all that stuff with the beauties, if I remember correctly, he wanted to do all their mocap while they were nude?
Yeah,
I don't think he ended up doing that.
Well, you gotta stick the balls on with something.
Yeah. But,
they
yeah.
weren't standing still enough for the super glue to set.
Yeah. One of the things he wanted, one of his earlier character ideas with the boss was that she would always have one boob hanging out with a snake tattoo on it, so that when she was firing her gun, it would make her snake tattoo look like it was laughing.
Yes.
That was another one of his ideas. So yeah, there you go. The first ending is the guy tells you where the tape is. You get caught by a trap, set it with a camera, and then you just leave the tape. But there's actually more to this mission than you might realize. So after you, like, get that info from the guy, you should actually just wait for him to wake up and see what he does. You learn about the trap, and now we can interrogate this dude again, get a little mad at him, get a little sassy with him.
Oh.
What about the soldier who took the agent's tape? Why don't you try looking for him?
I'm going, gosh. Miller, we're gonna have to recruit someone who's way more chill.
Miller, I feel like you've started to change recently. Something wrong? Something happened between us after that beach date? Did I do something wrong to hurt your feelings? What's happening?
Is it something that didn't happen after the beach date?
So you want this tape?
Yeah, basically.
Spit it out. You're too late. You can't stop the plan. We're free of any one government.
I do like that when he gives you the tape, it just, like, ejects from his tummy.
So he did have the tape.
Yeah, he's a Teddy Ruxpin.
That takes care of the tape. Time to get out.
He has really powerful abs, and he, like, stuck the tape between them and then flexed real hard to keep it in place. So this tape sounds like this.
Well, it says to not use it in a music player. Yeah. They could not be more clear.
Mm-hmm. These guys, they're special guys, so I guess I'll just take them both.
Mm-hmm.
Even though...
They really love the idea of a military organization that's beholden to no law.
Yeah.
So they're a perfect fit.
I mean, look, it's going to be a bit awkward because they're going to have to work with each other. And I don't know if that dude will ever see his family again, but look... We got great benefits.
After you get over that bit, though.
We got great benefits. Free Doritos and Mountain Dew. Infinite supplies. We got a soccer team. We have concerts every month. We celebrate everybody's birthday.
I know you like J-pop.
Oh, yeah. We celebrate everybody's birthday of the month in one big fucking party. We have a whole strut parties, man! Alright, so that previous mission in Ground Zeroes, the first tape you can pick up with the interrogation, that's this.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear the rest.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I want to spend my Sunday afternoons.
Woo! It's mostly just evil bad guy monologuing, though.
I needed this place. Listen to the words.
Shouldn't the person doing the talking be the POW? They're doing this backwards.
Yeah.
They're very bad at this.
Yeah, Skullface is kind of dumb.
Is it education? Morals? Faith?
I think it's funny that this super optional
lifetime of stories?
cassette tape is, for a while, going to be the most Skullface we get in one dose.
You are. When my time came calling, I didn't die.
Like, I always kind of wish Skullface's voice was something more like messed up sounding from, you know, not having skin and shit. But no, he's just kind of a normal sounding dude. He kind of sounds like he would be a villain in Yu-Gi-Oh, maybe.
Yes, yes.
I can't remember who Skullface's voice actor is, but it kills me how fucking hammy he is. Like, every fucking word he says.
Hot. So hot.
Yeah, like so, yeah.
I tried to push through their legs and get ahead, but a boot in my stomach put me on the ground.
Hot. So hot.
The smoke of them burning filled me up. I heard my name called. But not for long.
Skullface! Skullface, honey, dinner's ready. The way he talks and like the rhythm of his speech also makes me feel like he would be a dude that'd be way into beat poetry.
Yeah.
That's all I have to feel. That pain. All I have to remind me I exist here.
This poor captured person is just waiting for a question.
I have to accomplish something. If I don't, their will be swept out of this world.
So get a hobby. Have you tried playwriting? You have a flair for the dramatic.
So, do you see me now?
I'm blindfolded.
Tell me, what do you see?
This is when he pulls out like the his fucking projector and starts his slideshow.
Do you see me at the Grand Canyon, age 7?
You see us.
It's too bad the climax of this game isn't Big Boss like punching Skullface so hard his skull shoots out of his head.
Don't die. Don't die.
Why does this feel like the longest video of the whole Let's Play so far?
I know! That's what happens anytime Skullface is in the game, honestly.
Oh man. Are you ready for a callback? Alright folks, you're gonna want to watch the entire Metal Gear Solid 3 Let's Play for this bit to make any sense.
Engravings give you no tactical advantage whatsoever.
Yeah, I sucked when I was 18.
Pretty good.
Oh, I've been thoroughly shamed. And I love this here. He just like looks at Snake, then he just leaves.
Yeah.
What's that exchange?
Be it breathing, a heartbeat, eating, excreting, body temperature, sweat.
So anyway, we're talking about some lady's sweat, right?
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Boss, I spend all my time on the message boards trying to figure out how my favorite video game character's sweat smells like. I also don't like the way Ocelot says excretes. Because he just lists everything else like, you know, body heat, sweat, you know, bullet cartridges, excreting. It's like,
if you know what I mean, huh?
It's like he leans really close to the microphone.
You want to hear him? You want to hear more? Yeah. You wanna? Yeah, you do.
The Soviets have turned the place into their own black site.
And you know what we think about those.
One of the prisoners.
Nice.
He's known as Malak, angel to his fellow Mujahideen. The client is none other than his father. Or rather,
Big Boss's response to hearing about black sites is how people react when they see the number 69. It's like the same fucking thing. Nice.
It's just ingrained. It's Pavlovian.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the most realistic thing about this game is that as soon as he got a management role, Big Boss spends all his time on his phone.
It's true. Alright, so this can be a big mission depending on how it goes. It can take a bit. We're only doing 2 runs for this. The first one here being Big Boss, of course. So yeah, this is a mission that can be pretty quick because like it's super easy to spot Malik. He's just right there. But yeah, the complication just comes from like, oh, that guy says he's going to kill the rest of the prisoners here. And those prisoners are, like several other missions, they have, like, skills that you cannot get anywhere else. And, like, they are skills you need to, like, unlock entire, like, branches of, like, R&D stuff. And, of course, like, while you're trying to get those guys, like, Malik, like, leaves very quickly, so... You're also on a fairly strict time limit to find these prisoners, too, because, like, the guy who says, like, oh, I'm gonna stay here and execute the rest of the prisoners, like, he just goes one by one and kills all these people. He doesn't, like, dilly-dally at all. I mean, he could, like, run here.
And that's what you want on your black site. You want people committed to the job. You know. There's no dawdling. That wouldn't be nice.
I mean, one of the interview questions we have for black sites here is, you know, we just ask, so what comes to mind when you hear the word, the phrase black site? And if they don't say nice, no, not hiring them. And we've got another song right over there. It's Man Eater.
A man-eater.
This man ain't good. Terrible.
No, just the worst. Oh, come on, really? I think there's a point where the Emmerich family wants to live up to the curse, right? They're actively pursuing it.
I mean, at least until you get to Otacon, yeah, I think, like, Otacon's grandpa, yeah, it seemed like he fucked up. Otacon's
what did he
dad's,
develop after that? I'm pretty sure nothing. Like,
yeah. But, I mean, Huey especially seems, even in Peace Walker, seemed like a bit of a fuck up. I mean, he could have ended, like, he got rescued by Snake, and he could have just been like, wow, thanks, Snake. I'm never gonna work on this awful machinery again. And instead he went, Snake, I can make you the same awful nightmare machine I was making for those guys. I think he just really wants to make awful robots that shoot nukes.
yeah, it is consistent with his behavior. He's all just trying to build an alibi, like, oh no, I hate it, please stop, keep going. Like, that's Huey. That's Huey.
Yeah. And secretly, he's also a person who relishes in telling people that Santa Claus isn't real.
Yeah.
Like, that wasn't an accident with Big Boss.
Building walking nuclear-capable tanks is his kink, and I will hear nothing to the contrary. When he says I want to be punished, he means by the UN Security Council.
Now, actually being punished by them, is that his end goal, or is it just the thrill of maybe being punished? Try.
I'll give you a hint. His safe word is Nuremberg.
Vapor Snake. He has things to do, and he wants to get this mission done quickly.
Yeah. Before his date at the wine bar, dressed like that.
Vapor Snake brought this Jeep, and spotted Malik right away. Now the issue is they leave very quickly. So we need to deploy some type of trap to keep them busy.
A truck-based trap, as all of our tricks are trucks.
So, using our tried and true smoke car tactic, we're going to wedge our vehicle in between them and this tank that also follows them, just to put some distance between them here. And while they're busy observing these women... Bye. Oh, also I should point out, when these guys finally realize this is just a box and not a real woman, they, will attack the cardboard box. But first, they finished using up one box, but the second box, so they gotta fist pump some more.
Oh, man. So predictable.
Yeah. And the other's like, what? There's a box! Like, what the fuck? But only one guy went like, what the heck? Where's the Jeep? The other dude somehow immediately went, the Jeep went over there! So, I don't know if they're capable of following tire tracks or something, but this guy is going all the way over here, and I've tested this before, but like, if you continually just drive the Jeep that was theirs, they will continually just follow the tracks forever and ever until they find the Jeep.
He must have left something real important in the glove box.
There's also a thing I've seen, passed around a couple times on the internet of people saying, oh, here's a cool Easter egg in the Phantom Pain. I've never seen it happen, and I think it's a lie. But people have claimed that when you're running around the open world, you can see briefly members of your intel team also sneaking around. I have never seen that happen. I've never seen video evidence of it. I think it's a lie. And also, yeah, a little bit earlier when I was looking into that window where the prisoner is being held, he was being interrogated for, because, it was suggested that the Russians had, burned his village down and all that. And it turns out they have not. They don't know why it happened either. And this is, just something to keep in mind. It'll be a while before it matters, but just keep it in mind. But there's actually one other 80s song to pick up, and it's one of the best ones to pick up.
Okay, is it Africa?
No. But that is in the game, I believe.
Okay.
You can hear it.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, my memes are too recent. So many. That's got to be the most popular one for your helicopter, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've already seen people in the comments say like, "Oh yeah, I found Take on Me, and it's the only thing I had in my helicopter for the whole game."
There's something real creepy about a crate that just has biological material laying around. Shouldn't that be in the refrigerator at the very least?
Yeah.
What is that? That's no good.
What type of material is it? Just don't say biological, like, narrow it down a little.
But yes, there is a theme of language barrier already, even before. I still don't think the plot has started. I still don't think so.
Not really. Like, it's weird. When you add ground zeros to, you know, the Phantom Pain, and you have those, like, both at the beginning, you do get several hours of, like, events happening, especially with ground zeros. It's like, okay, there's plot, and then, but then, yeah, you get this really long stretch where it's just, like, kind of like, I understand the first, like, 3 missions following being, like...
That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Being just kind of, like, tutorial missions. There's, like, oh, Big Boss is getting, like...
Yeah, you're getting the band back together, you're getting up off the ground.
But, yeah, it takes a little bit before you ever get to the plot again. We're getting really close. Don't worry, everybody. We're close. But...
Not next video. That's more ground zeros.
Yeah, not 22-2 for sure.
They don't know you're there, so you need to exfiltrate before they arrive.
They don't know. They don't have something up their sleeve for the anti-air defenses?
Yeah, it's a weird plan.
We're helping out a bunch of rubes. They're fools. They don't deserve our help. They wouldn't know what to do with a black site. Nice.
Nice. 420 black site.
They have an amphibious ship carrying a helicopter. Is this an episode of the Thunderbirds? They have too many modes of transportation.
You know, thinking about it, Thunderbirds would fit in Metal Gear pretty well, I think. Like Metal Gear Solid 3 shit, yeah.
The Fox engine. The Fox engine can recreate marionettes in such a way that they are indistinguishable from handmade marionettes.
The information we previously obtained confirmed that the base is now a black site.
Nice.
Prisoners are being renditioned there only to face interrogation with no end.
Less nice.
The Pentagon sent several undercover agents to the base, but they've lost contact with every one of them.
How many addendums are we gonna get? What?
There's a lot.
The problem doesn't stop.
Oh, come on.
There's something else, boss. It isn't just the US agents.
But wait, boss, there's more.
If you order now, you can get not 1, not 2, but 3 more mission objectives.
Cypher is probably behind the development of that black site.
Nice.
Do you think Big Boss gets really stressed out because he's going into everything fucking blind and Nora doesn't tell him what to do until he's halfway into doing something else?
At this point, you have to assume that's how he likes it. Like,
yeah, maybe.
It's the challenge. Gets his blood pumping.
Yeah.
Hey boss, the assault team flew past. They didn't recognize it. They thought it was a literal black site. Nice. I need you to paint it black.
Boss, I need to get some milk too.
We're out.
They're dealing in leverage on foreign administrations.
Yeah, I'm a leverage dealer.
Scandals. Financial fraud.
I got season 3 on Blu-ray.
The governments want to sweep under the rug.
What do I gotta say to get this leverage Blu-ray box set into your car?
Now, what did your boss tell you? I nearly talked.
Can you tell me the rest of this later? I'm really busy.
Yeah. When I saw his face, I just...
I'm sorry, boss. I just figured because a stealth game involves a lot of waiting.
The administration here knew about the operation.
I'd help you pass the time.
There was a leak. Hey, wake up! The brass are all gone.
Like, I usually didn't rescue this guy because I just usually forgot about him a lot of the time. So, like, when I was practicing this mission for recording it, I had to, like, figure out, like, I can do this mission way too fast. What do I do while this guy's talking? And it's just like, how about I trank half the fucking base?
Let's get out of here.
Boss, it turns out they never got guys to fly the helicopters. You're gonna have to fly the helicopters, too. They could have just asked us to do that. We could do that without even leaving Mother Base. Black site. Nice. Nice.
Nice. Nice.
Nice.
Nice.
My theory is they wanted to get their hands on Malik to question or silence him before the Soviets could get
Did he see any teleporty folks?
That's usually like a really good indicator if it's them. Did you see any guys very slowly walking around, and did it sound like they were full of juice sloshing around? Because then, yeah, that's them. Oh, man.
The NGO that asked us to rescue wild animals isn't ready to take them in yet. So we had no choice but to build an animal conservation platform.
Absolutely no choice. It was the only option.
What am I gonna do with all these sheep? We only have 2 birds right now. But look, they're having a good time.
This is luxury digs for 2 birds.
Yeah. But yeah, once you get a lot of birds, it's just like a tornado of birds just flying everywhere in this place. Unfortunately, there is a limit to like how many animals are in the zoo, and it's basically like no matter how many of any type of animal you capture, there's usually like 2 of each. So we're also building an arc, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Got 2 wild asses. Even though I only folded 1,
I see,
but we got
3.
2. Whoa. There was one thing I heard at like very soon, right before this game released. And I have even Googled it, going like, where did this originate from on the internet? Because people claimed that the animals... Oh no!
They're terrified of you.
Oh no!
But not the real you. They're
the
chill.
real me. See, it's because I can't be here all the time. I'm trying to introduce myself to them so they don't feel lonely, but I think I'm just scaring them.
No, it seems that donkeys have a real developed sense of the uncanny valley. It freaks them out.
But there was a rumor on the internet that, like, once you, like, achieved a certain rank with, like, your support team, that you would be able to airdrop the animals that you had in your zoo. And I just had dreams of like, oh, fuck yeah, you can have like a special like bear unit and just airdrop bears into the middle of a base. That does not exist in this game.
Oh no!
You cannot
missed
airdrop your animals. It's such a missed opportunity.
Where's the expansion pack?
Yeah.
I want to drop a bear into a live war zone.
But like, anytime I've Googled this, I can find no actual like official like Kojima people or even any game sites reporting it. One of the first results is fucking me talking about it on Twitter. So I don't know where I heard this from.
Your ground zero. It came from you, and other people thought it was real, and you forgot you made that joke, and you convinced yourself.
Apparently that's what happened, yeah. There's like 2 or 3 other people and some people on GameFAQs who have talked about it, and it's like, did it come from me first? I don't know how this happened.
Boss, a certain scientist has contacted us wanting to defect from the east. His name? He's Emmerich. That's right. The man we knew as Huey.
Because that is his name? Like,
attack on Mother Base 9 years ago. He was working with Cypher.
Is Kaz Master Miller confused with the idea of people going by their own name?
Oh man. Strangely enough, Huey isn't a main mission because it's not coming from a client. It's actually a side op. But you still have to do the side op to progress the main story. It's weird. Sometimes there's like main story stuff presented as side ops instead.
This is the game with the magic retcon room. Like
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, last episode, you were saying like right at the end when we were finishing up the mission, you were going like, I don't think the plot started yet. You're correct. It starts now-ish.
It starts now when we get Huey.
Now-ish. Yeah, it's time to get Huey, and that's when shit really kicks off.
Wow, all those dangling plot threads, they are coming together, huh?
Yeah, yep.
What happens if you don't dive then when you're in reaction time? Do you just die?
You don't die, but yeah, you get hit and it knocks you on your ass.
Okay.
It puts you into like almost dying mode. So yeah, it's time for a boss fight. And they're basically just revisiting like, what if it was the end again, but actually open world this time and not tiny segmented maps.
Not so quiet. What's with the humming?
Yeah.
We got a reputation to uphold here, lady.
So yeah, we'll be doing all 3 snakes are gonna be fighting quiet here because there's a lot of different ways to tackle this.
I hope it involves some literal tackling, like that.
But yeah, I can't really get close to her to like trank her or anything because of where she is, so stun grenades it is. Ow, my eyes.
Whoa! Yeah, that looks like a special skill. I don't think anybody on Mother Base can do that.
Yeah. A lot of people miss that the environment is destructible here. So, like, if you don't have a clear shot, you can shoot these. Yeah. A lot of her sniping points have destructible stuff. Like those pillars there, too. You can shoot those pillars and have them fall over on her.
So anything that's in highlight yellow, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much any of those, you shoot them and it'll, like, collapse on her. You do want to try pretty, like, to... Even if you're trying to just, like, kill her, to actually, like, sneak, because she can see you all the way across the map if you have no cover, and she can hear you. Like, there, she saw me. All the way over there while I'm crawling in the sneaking suit at night. There are some really funny ways to speedrun her, though. Specifically, when you start off this boss fight, you know, you're undetected. And there's like a weird, like, oversight or glitch or something with her AI where when you first start off the boss fight, she's not aware of you in any capacity. So, like, she can't hear you running at all until she sees you for the first time. So there are routes people have where you can just sprint right to her and then just, like, kick her really hard. Fucking quiet! Alright, we're just gonna go after her here. Speaking of getting shot, ow! Here's a good thing, though. She shoots grenades out of the air if you throw them at her, but it was a stun grenade, so it actually blinded her. And because she's blinded and not really sure where I am, I can just kick her. She's directly across from me the other side, and all I have is this little rock, and there's so many trees in the way. There's no way for me to, like, counter sniper in time. But that's okay. I'll just call in Mother Base to drop some fucking missiles on her. I know roughly where she is. There is a special timing where you can actually chain 2 kicks together to, like, take her out instantly. There you go. Just drop some missiles on her. Done. I actually think a missile drop will actually take her out in 1 hit. Or if not one hit,
if it doesn't,
almost.
you need better missiles.
Yeah. So yeah, here's the other thing. You don't have to fight her. You just have to get to Huey.
You can just bug out, yeah.
Yeah, so you can just, like, walk to the other side of this area and leave, and it doesn't complete the mission. This mission just stays active, and anytime you come back here, quiet will still be there.
You almost got fucked up.
Yeah. Now, so far, Vapor Snake's entire journey has been phoning people and making a lot of friends. And Vapor Snake is all about sharing. So I think, you know, we're starting off on the wrong foot here. I just gotta show her, you know, that we can be friends. And I just gotta start this off with some kind of kind gesture. Just like, I'm gonna be real nice. We still have like 2 crates left of Mother Base Doritos.
Those, they float way better than sheep. Like,
yeah. We've lost the secret recipe to the Doritos, so these are the last 2 crates in existence. So, here. It's a special delivery from me to you. I hope you really appreciate them.
Also, can we get your signature real quick? Just for our records.
I don't know if she really liked the Doritos that much. Look, I think we're getting off on the wrong foot here. Let's do this, you know, let's get reacclimated. Look, we'll do this in a safe way. This is what I look like. See? This is me. Come on. Hey! Fucking... I'm gonna say the reason why Vapor Snake is so spry this time is because this is one of the rare moments where he's not vaping.
Yeah.
This is his...
It's been a long time since he hit that e-cigar.
Yeah, he hasn't hit it for a while, but when he doesn't, after he's been hitting it for a long time, he becomes, like, extremely productive.
He still cannot pass a urine test.
No.
Is she a unicorn?
Yeah, when she gets low on health or stamina, she'll go to sources of water and do this, and that lets her recharge her health and stuff.
This lady was made for Mother Base.
Hey, that looks pretty cool. Can you teach everyone else on the base to do that? Come on.
What? How much stamina does it take out to be standing on your balloon boy?
Killing her would be a waste. Bring her back here. Boss. Boss.
But yeah, if you kill Quiet, you just kill Quiet. And she's gone for the rest of the game. She just doesn't exist in the game, and any story stuff that happens with Quiet doesn't happen.
It's over. Good. That was your call. I just hope you won't regret it.
How are you supposed to buy all them figurines now? Are you an inkling?
It does make her look like an inkling, yeah.
What?
Just get this little handsies slap fight.
You're right, she sucks at footsies.
Boss, it looks like she can either be a squid or a kid. I love the whole time you're carrying Quiet, Boss is making this fucking face.
This is the only time a woman has touched him since Eva.
You know I've always got your back. But if you bring
what do I do? What do I... just like any other passed out soldier, boss. It's not hard.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, man. Alright, so for this cutscene, I want to direct this as, well... I think you get what I mean.
That reminds me, I need to buy a new mouse pad.
We'll just cover all that up.
What's that? Over the hills? I hear something. It's the discourse. It approaches.
Oh no.
It sure did star that. Wait, where's the horse's credit?
Yeah, the horse never gets credited. He's a character.
That's star D-Horse, gall darn it. I'm writing my senator.
So, back to Ground Zeroes. You know.
The moment you've all been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up.
There are lots of Chico tapes, right? They're also in the side ops and stuff as well as the main mission. And this just shows what happened to Chico, you know, when he was trying to rescue Paz. Word of warning, there's already going to be a warning to start this video. There's some really bad shit in this thing. I'll put timestamps and shit, but there's like torture, there's rape, and also rape of a minor. So, you know, like I mentioned
there are soldiers
earlier, you know,
lots of choppers coming and going
during production, before they even said Metal Gear Solid 5 was happening, but they were talking about like Project Ogre and all this stuff. And Kojima was like, "Oh, I'm doing something really taboo, and it might kick me out of the game industry." I don't know. He might have just been talking about this. I mean, this is the worst, like, edgiest stuff in the entire game. So it would make sense that it would be this, but I don't know. Later tapes in the Phantom Pain, some of them feel as if they were voice acting and Foley made for cutscenes that they then didn't animate and they just kept the audio.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the case for these, though. Dear God.
Yeah. Look at the boss, just like chilling, listening to this.
Oh.
You do know you have music, right?
Yeah.
Like,
why are you listening to this? Big boss, please. We're also gonna have a lot of crying, so
yeah. How about that Smash reveal? You want to talk about Pit and I mean a different snake, but there's a snake.
Yeah, there's a snake in Smash Ultimate. That's pretty cool. I hope there's new codec calls for all of the characters. That would be fun.
There would have to be.
Yeah. I mean, they had a replacement for the codec calls in the last Smash, and that was with Pit, actually. He and Palutena and other Kid Icarus characters would talk about all the other Smash characters. But now I just hope they do it for both characters. That'd be great.
Let us not do this, okay?
Huh?
I do not think I want to talk to you.
He hears that a lot.
But
yeah.
I came here to...
Just be quiet.
Damn.
What a way to get shot down.
Yeah. Alright, we're skipping tape 3 because we already heard that one already. That was in Ground Zeroes and the tape we used to try and figure out where Paz was, so... Look, a 10-minute cassette tape!
Oh boy. The rain in Spain stays mainly in the lane.
You can speak, can't you? Then talk.
Okay.
Big boss kind of shifting uncomfortably.
Yeah.
Good. If you were that lucky, you wouldn't even be here right now.
This is a voice that could only exist in a video game or a cartoon.
Yeah, I really...
Like, even an animated movie, they'd be like, come on, dude, tone it down.
Yeah.
This way is...
We don't get much into like what Skullface is doing or any of his motivations for quite a while. So I don't want to say too much about Skullface, but I do not like his voice actor.
Easy, right?
It's so... He just has a normal, like, bad guy in an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Voice.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's very Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes.
And, like, it just does not pair with what he looks like. Like, you'd think he'd have a more...
Like a hissy voice, like
a hissy
raspy, maybe.
Yeah, because like
he got no lips.
Yeah, he has no lips, and in that previous interrogation tape where he kind of talked about his origin as a kid, you know, he was caught in a fucking fire and like burned alive. Wouldn't that have fucked up his voice?
Again.
Like smoke inhalation and stuff. I don't know.
Trying to impress the girl, little man.
He sounds like Cam Clark died, and they had to replace him.
Yeah.
All right. Let's try something else.
Here's some bad shit coming up, I think. Wee woo. Watch out. I feel so bad that, like, Tara Strong had to voice all this awful shit.
She's an anti-vaxxer now.
Wait, is she?
I think so.
Fucking goddamn it!
It's one of the pony voices. I think her.
God.
Look carefully.
Instead of paying attention to this, I'm gonna fact check myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's her. I have done tons of research. I don't discount Western medicine, but I do believe in alternative therapies and research as well. I think there's room for all kinds of healing and love that we can make our own choices. Again, I'm not against vaccines, only pro-research, she says in response to people calling her out for sharing anti-vax so-called documentaries, etc.
Great.
Yes.
Oh, you know, if alternative medicine worked, it would just be called medicine.
And I get, like, I think what they're trying to do is be like, okay, these are the bad guys, but are you any better? You are, like, on a global scale, you are doing much worse things than this act. But fuck you? Like, just fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
You like what you see. It's like fruit.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and then it's also written like this too, right? It's just so shit.
Time for a taste test.
Oh, fuck you!
Right? This tape
Get on with it.
has the majority of the bad shit.
No,
There's
come
still like 1 or 2 more bad things coming up too. I forget which tape it is after this, but fucking hell.
See, I've had a leaky sink for about... It was last weekend, right? So like...
How did see?
7, 8... So like... I've had a leaky sink for about 10 days.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Leaky sink ain't good.
Today it's getting fixed, and that's what I'd like to talk about right now. Did I miss it? Is it over yet?
That part's... We're done with that part. That they broke Chico. He told them how many people are in Mother Base. They're back in their cages. The way they write, like...
Yeah.
Chico and Paz and how they interact with each other, like, in between all these torture sessions, I just fucking hate it, because it's so gross. And, like, I understand, like, trying to write things where it's just, like, these people are going through bad shit, and you might feel really gross about this. But also, I don't think most...
Sorry.
It's written in a way that's just, like, blick, and not like, well, I understand this needs to happen for part of the story, and this is the reaction I'm supposed to get. I'm just getting blick in general. And and like I don't even know, I had a point with this and it's just gone because now this is happening. But it's just like, it doesn't match what has happened with the rest of all of Metal Gear. Even when, like, there's been bad shit happening, usually it was talked about, you didn't experience that bad shit happening. And also, like, compare this to how, like, every other character in a torture situation, or even characters who have died in Metal Gear, none of them have suffered this type of brutality.
Yeah.
So it's just weird that Paz and Chico, of all characters in all of Metal Gear, are the ones that get punished this hard. Like,
yeah.
Like, Ryan went through some bad shit, you know, being the child soldier in Liberia and all that shit. That's pretty bad. Off-screen, him talking about it and how it's something he would, you know, always bottle up and not talk about because it fucked him up so much. But you didn't, like, just sit there and, you know, watch him, you know, be, like, real fucked up as a kid and, like ugh.
Yeah, you didn't see him eviscerate anyone at the age of 8.
So, yeah.
What I would like is to kill you.
The feeling is mutual.
I also want to kill myself. Wait. Anyways, here's the only song I've ever listened to.
Your favorite song. Nicola.
God.
Immigrants wrongly executed.
Karaoke night has got to be the worst.
As a message to others.
He doesn't allow any other song. It's just 8 guys singing "Here's to You" in a row.
Yeah.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
I've seen Metal Gear Solid 4. No, he won't. Sorry, but he won't. I come from the future.
I come from the future where no one remembers Skullface. Hello!
It's actually the best possible timeline.
Yeah. Hello! Here's the final tape. There's some more bad shit in this one.
Let's make room for the bomb. I removed organs she won't need.
You know how we all have those spare organs? Those just-in-case organs? The hitchhikers of the human body, I like to call them.
Yeah. I fuck it.
Hang her up.
What's that? I hear a karaoke night at the base.
I remember when Ground Zeroes first came out and the discourse happened because of the, not even this part, because people hadn't even listened to these tapes yet, but just like the ending, it was like, oh, where could that second bomb have been inside of Paz? And everyone was just like, I bet it was just in her stomach again. And all these people just like, just saying, no, yeah, it's just in a normal spot, and, like, it's very clearly the way it's worded. It's supposed to be like, oh, it's in her fucking vagina. And then it's like, they keep saying, nope, that's, you're just thinking Kojima's being real edgy. And then you listen to the fucking tapes, and they have fucking Foley for it being put in there, and it's like, fuck!
A shame I won't see.
God.
But at least
so like,
look at his body.
if I recall correctly, the way that sort of thing works is you give a Foley artist a list of things they need to create sounds for.
Yeah.
And I would give anything to see a scan of that document.
Fuck.
How is it worded? How is like?
Yeah.
You just go into your job at some recording studio one day and, what's on the to-do list? Jesus Christ.
Make copies.
Like,
yes, sir.
Foley artists have like tons of stuff, you know, in the recording studio just to like pull out and go like, well, I can use these to make these certain types of sounds. Do you have anything in your studio ready-made for that type of shit? Like, what the fuck?
I mean, just go into the library. Don't even make a sound. Just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
And edit and engineer some things from the stuff you've already got lying around.
Like, fuck, like, whoever had to, like, do the Foley for that part, they must have just been, like, going through a sound library, like, hand over their eyes, and they just click on something, and then they just make a cross, like, over, you know, they just do the cross over their chest, like, Father in heaven, please forgive me.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Why does it sound like a sheep? Because fuck you.
So there you go. That's the torture of Chico and Paz. It's awful.
Here's to you, la 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 la, la da 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 da.
Thank fuck, we're done with these tapes. I was dreading doing this since the instant I knew I was gonna LP this.
I like to do the songs around sometimes.
Confirm. 1 bogey on our 6. Steady at 0.4 miles. It's tailing us.
Sorry, I've been in a coma for 9 years. Is that bad?
Roger. We'll shake it off.
Time to play. Yeah, you're fucked, dude.
Yeah, I just love the idea of trying to shake off a jet in this fucking helicopter.
Damn it, boss, just grab the fucking gun.
Man, he's got a lot of blood right on his crotch there.
It's the one thing you're good at, is grabbing guns.
I wanted to imagine it wasn't Boss falling over, it was Quiet, still invisible, constantly just pushing him over.
Now, what we have right here is the classic quantity versus quality approach. That endless debate. How the fuck are you not dead, boss? What?
Phew. Good thing this invisible lady was here still. Like, really, if she wasn't there, that would have been the end of Big Boss. He would be dead.
Well, boss, they put on a mutiny.
No way she's setting foot on this base.
They're all my soldiers now. We split them half and half between me and Miller. You can tell which ones are mine because I wear my hat.
There's a big chalk line down the central strut, you can see. I got the zoo, so I feel pretty good about it.
It's still a bit of an issue, though, because we put all the bathrooms in a bathroom strut, and Miller's got it.
She saved the boss.
She was saving herself. Fire! Put her in the cell.
I have 3 fathers, and I don't know which one to obey.
Keep an eye on her.
That's why there's an odd number. There's always a tie-breaking vote.
Take her away.
Put her in the cell she can walk out of anytime.
What are you waiting
It's
for? Move!
Just a formality, really.
Yeah.
Wash that off, you jerk!
Quiet, that's the wrong way. Hey.
And as she sachets away. I don't know what spy satellite technology was like in 1984, but I'm pretty certain in Metal Gear 1984, it was pretty alright.
Yeah, it was pretty good, and even, like, if it wasn't great, and it was pretty fuzzy, like, this is a bright orange facility built on top of, you know, the blue ocean. It's a contrasting color.
That keeps growing every couple weeks.
Yeah, it's rapid development. You're gonna be able to find this, even zoomed out pretty far on a map, I would think. You know, as long as it's not like a shitload of cloud cover or something. Got some more animes for us here.
Now that's some puppies. or foxes? I guess they're foxes.
Yeah, I think those are foxes.
I've been touched by an anime.
1964. Operation Snake Eater. Its objective? The assassination of the legendary soldier.
I'm thinking even before Big Boss, like, you know, fell into that really long coma, like, Ocelot just had to remind him of this shit all the time because he didn't trust his memory.
I killed Bruce Springsteen? No.
How many times do we have to go over this? Also, Ocelot, they're just saying, like, oh, you only got half the philosophy, I had to get the other half. That's him glazing over his part of Portable Ops. He appears in, like, 2 cutscenes in that game, and that's just to kill the CIA director and steal the other half of the legacy. Also, they, like, made a new sign for her, and made, her, like, her little, like, made this little chibi anime thing, but then also wrote "Freak, go to hell" on it. What?
It's been a very productive 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is where Quiet is. They keep her in a cage she could very easily escape from.
But she's sunbathing, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's
Here,
fine.
under the surface.
Yeah.
Didi, stay. Fully trained and ready for action.
The dog got big in about 6 days.
I trained him to detect mines and medicinal plants, too.
He's a fucking narc.
Yeah. Alright, so, up until now, the only buddy we had in the game was our horse. And now, we got the second buddy, it's D-Dog.
Don't make me choose between my children.
Yeah, unfortunately you can only have one buddy out at a time.
Oh, no!
But, just like D-Horse, D-Dog has, its own, bond meter, like friendship meter, which you can increase in a bunch of ways, more than you could with the horse. Specifically, like, even when you're just in the helicopter, like, if you go into first person and just, like, look at him for a couple seconds, that increases your friendship with him a little bit.
Oh.
Also, time to make emblems.
All right.
Tactical boy.
all right. That's a good first.
Yeah.
First go.
Yeah, we'll be, you know, making more and more emblems as we go along here. We won't just be sticking with one per snake. But, yeah, you can see it's on the menu there. And when you make emblems, it pops up in a bunch of stuff throughout the game, including on your shoulder. Oh, the dog has to piss.
Metal Gear Solid.
Metal Gear loves its piss.
Good dog.
Are you hover-handing your own dog?
I think he did. You can sick DD on guards. They'll bite him and keep him in place so that you can go get him.
And eventually, King DDD. You don't have to correct yourself. I know the spoilers. He's in this game.
Oh, finally. The 2 games I've always wanted to be together. Kirby and Metal Gear.
But how does it taste?
Oh no! Kirby isn't food! Kirby isn't food! Like, it almost feels like some type of bug. There's a lot of squeaking going on.
I'm trying to reach over and grab her ball, but she just leans away. Just like I can touch her nose, but I can't grab the ball.
Well, there's another thing in Metal Gear where DD will have a squeak toy a lot, and sometimes you get caught if you start squeaking it a bunch.
I'm trying to contribute to the video, but
But now, back to Vapor Snake. Fat Dogs is his emblem. We just barely drove within a mission called Capture the Legendary Brown Bear. We're supposed to get Huey, but suddenly hearing this stuff about a bear is very attracted to Vapor Snake, you know, considering his favorite anime, which he blares the theme song on from his helicopter. It's all about anime dogs fighting bears. And look, he's got a wolf with him now.
This is
perfect.
fate. This is looks kind of like Jin, actually.
He looks kind of like Jin, yeah.
Like,
he's gray.
More than he looks like any other dog in that anime, I guess.
Well, yeah. So yeah, I think it is appropriate to go after the legendary brown bear. And of course, fighting a bear, you gotta do it right, and that means taking your shirt off.
Yes. Yeah, I love that dog. We're gonna go wrestle a bar.
I love that you have to call in a supply drop to take your shirt off. Mm-hmm. I'm guessing it is you're taking your shirt off, folding it neatly, placing it in the box, and then sending it back home.
No, you never take your shirt off. They just send you a special shirt-dissolving formula.
Of course.
They have to apply.
And of course, because we got Dee Dee with us, he immediately found that bear. But if we're gonna fight the bear, we need bear fighting music! I will have you know, this song was part of the anime, but it was never used in the show! Cut content from dog anime!
That's the target.
Hell yes.
Flash grenades! Take this, bear!
This bear could be browner. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
This is a rather pale
I
bear.
spooked him!
Do bears love animes?
I don't know. I threw that stun grenade. Generally, it like completely blinds you if it blows up in your face. But if you're hiding inside the cardboard box, it blocks the flash from hurting your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh no, my dog! Unfortunately, trying to sick Dee Dee on animals does not work very well. He'll instead will just run at them and bark at them a lot.
Well, he's still a little baby.
Don't get hit by the bear, by the way. He fucks you up really bad.
Oh no! That bear hits you worse than the world's greatest sniper who shot a jet plane out of the sky.
Yeah. 2 hits in quick succession from the bear kills you. And if you get hit once, you're likely to get hit a second time because he kind of stuns you with the first swipe. I mean, it is good that every time he comes to attack you, you do get like some slow motion and a chance to dodge him. Because he... Turns out bears are kind of fast. Also, I just love the you're getting hurt indicator has that a little image of a bear to go like, this is worse than normal.
Can you throw a magazine while you're in slow-mo on the bear?
I tried, but it doesn't seem to work.
Okay.
But thankfully, our electro arm... That's pretty good for knocking bears out.
Now that's just cruel.
Oh.
I'm revoking your zoologist license.
Oh no. I worked so hard for this personal zoo. He's so sad.
It looks terrified. No.
Yeah. You'll be the first to know if something comes up. Why not look in?
This whole time your dog's like, hey, look at that. Look at that. Hey,
look at that. Look at it. Flowers. A bird. But yeah, that tape is like the only spot in the game where they acknowledge like a question probably lots of people have, which is just like, okay, she doesn't talk, but like she can write, right? And the answer is just like she refuses to write anything.
I don't wanna.
I plumb don't wanna.
Imagine if she did talk and that's how it sounded.
Yeah.
She's one of the fucking Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah, that's the real reason why she doesn't talk, because she's been working and training to, like, get rid of her accent that she doesn't like or something.
Hey, Daddy!
Oh, man.
Major Zero is like, I told you not to call me that. Please, please don't.
At least call me Granddaddy or something. I'm old. What'd you give me for my birthday? Oh, James Bond on Blu-ray again? I already have the whole thing. I do like that both this game and Peace Walker, it takes a little bit for one of the Emmerichs to appear in the story, and like in both games, for me personally, it doesn't feel like it's Metal Gear until an Emmerich is there. Like the instant they're there, it's like, oh, phew, I know what this game is now.
And that's why Metal Gear Solid 3 is the worst one. We have you on record saying that. Would you commit to that now? I was gonna like rag on these people for naming their horse D-Horse and their dog D-Dog, because that super sucks. But in Extra Life 2, we named a horse Horse and a dog Horse.
So like when they were showing this game, like, you know, at E3 and stuff, they made like they used like an actual mission from the game to demo the stuff from a later part of the game. But they actually had, for the demo, they had you find D-Dog there instead, and like he was like right next to his mom who had just like died. And yeah, that doesn't happen in this game at all. You never see D-Dog's parents or anything.
I just need to find his papers so we can enter him into AKC events. It's very important to me.
Huey.
Hey.
Hey.
Is that you?
I'm really happy to see you again, but I'm super mad at you.
The remote piloting and AI control haven't reached the application stage.
Who said anything about an AI? That was Coulton's mistake.
Stop talking!
I'm taking your legs back!
And look, now's definitely Metal Gear, because an Emmerich pissed himself. Hooray!
Kill me?
Sahelanthropus is mine now.
Now that I've learned to pronounce it, all its secrets have been revealed. Shouldn't they be kind of blobby? Because, like, we're still before Metal Gear.
Yeah, I mean, it is,
They should lead into the MSX Metal Gear designs. They should be sort of roundish.
Yeah. I mean, you know, the whole Metal Gear Rex thing has always been Huey's, like, design. And, like, Huey wasn't around for Metal Gear 1, so I'm just gonna guess they had a different scientist and they just had to, like, start entirely from scratch or something. So then they got the weird little blobby one. As some people may notice, this mission is long. This video is an hour long. Even if, like, I didn't have, you know, the 3 different playthroughs here, it would still be very long. So this is the thing, this conversation comes up pretty rarely. And only in a couple different spots. So by this point, everybody's probably forgotten about it, but the very beginning of this game starts off with the sounds of a plane crash. Like,
I thought that was just because it's cool.
No, some guys will mention a plane crash, and also, all the way back in the first episode of this Let's Play, when Snake is first waking up out of his coma, during one of the cutscenes, there is a radio playing in the background, and it is a news broadcast about a plane crashing. That matters. It's, like, so in the background. But it's a thing. Also, a weird quirk with DD that I've tried to exploit before, but I've never really been able to find anywhere where it's actually useful. Like, this building is locked. Like, I had to jump through the window because the front door is locked.
Yes.
But, DD, he could just open doors that are locked.
Whoa!
Yeah, that door is fucking locked, and he just runs his little dog head against it, and it just magically opens. He doesn't even lockpick it.
Hey, sup?
Good.
I like all these. I just want to imagine the day they had Kiefer Sutherland in for voice acting. It's like, okay, this is the day you just record lots of lines where you praise a dog for being a good boy.
Can I get a dog in here? Can I get... It really helped my motivation. How big is this dog?
Is he a little dumb dog or is he kind of big?
Is it... How good is the dog really? Am I being honest about how good the dog... Oh, the dog is very good, Mr. Sutherland. It's the best dog. Now, logically, at this point, as soon as there's any bit of alert or caution...
Yeah.
Like, the people in charge know that you, Big Boss, are coming for Huey.
Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, the instant you set off any kind of caution that's more than just, like, a guy investigating, like, the sound of a magazine thrown, like, the whole base, it just becomes, like, a really angry beehive. Like, guys are just running fucking everywhere at all times.
Okay, that's good, that's good. I'm glad they, like, stick with the verisimilitude. Like, Skullface knows what's coming. There are orders. Be very suspicious of boxes. Because he knows your ways.
Yeah, they don't really play that part up in the game or in the story, but I kind of wish Skullface was just like the guy that knows every trick Snake has or something. Mm-hmm. That would be fun if the plot acknowledged that more. Like, he knew about the box shit. Like, that would be fun. Like, nobody can withstand the power of those items. It's just like, man, if you got Skullface or Solidus in the right spot, you could just plop a magazine down and they would be done for.
That's how you know that Skullface means business. He sees it, and then you trigger this voice line. It's like, I have never been horny in my life, and I'm not going to start now.
My dick got burned off.
Also the balls.
Oh, man.
He says this out loud around 8 dudes.
Yeah. By the way, the emblem right now is Ultra Venom. Well, they haven't really used any yet, but there's plenty of mortars and stuff around the base, so you kind of gotta, you know, there's a lag. So...
I love that everybody's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Thankfully, with my mortars, I was able to take out the walker gears.
Stay low and crawl along the ground. That should enable you to sneak past enemies.
Yeah, tell me more about sneaking there, Ocelot. You just know this whole time Huey's like, there's nothing you can do to stop Big Boss. He'll have me out of here. You won't even know what happened until the next day. And then 1,000 explosions go off.
Vapor Snake. What are you even up to?
I don't know, he seems to just be celebrating his victory over the Great Hunter. With 24 hours of smoking.
Okay. Let's get everybody's attention.
Seems like a risky maneuver, but I trust you.
Uh-huh. Sometimes you just want to go right through the front entrance.
Even the robot is all up in this?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still a man piloting the robot. Yeah, everybody gets like, oh, man. I also love that when you unfold the box, the robot man ran faster to the box. Yep. Call a supply drop on that robot man. And then you can just hold guys up and they'll just get out of the D-Walker.
Why? Why would they do that?
I don't know.
They're bigger than you.
No, it's been a little bit since we did that. It
still works, huh?
It's a trick that's a little more difficult to pull off. Like, it didn't work that first time. I think the grenade rolled off. Yeah, you just gotta wedge it, like, right here. Whoop. Maybe one more. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder to do than the Jeeps, but yeah, the smoke grenade thing still works with the walker gears. I've always wondered, like, if there's some kind of system in the game where, like, you know, the weather's random, but sometimes the game will go like, oh, this person's been waiting in one spot for a while, let's spawn a dust storm. So that they're just not waiting forever. Like, I always wonder if they do something like that. Kind of like how in Resident Evil 4, like, adjust the difficulty without telling you. There, I got my Resident Evil 4 comparison into the LP. Boom. I kind of wish what was about to happen happened in Vapor Snake's run, but, you know, it's, I can't predict when these things are about to happen. Whoops. But, I was like, ah, fuck. There's, like, no cover. These guys are all waking up. They're gonna, like, attack D-Dog or something. Just gotta throw this smoke grenade. And for some reason, throwing this smoke grenade causes the AI of the man and the robot to go fucking haywire.
Who are you? Snake?
We had a whole game about this. Come on.
Is it?
Hey! It's just a machine.
Yeah, but like yeah,
but okay. Fine, Huey. Wow, you should give that to all the guys in the walker gears.
Snake? Hey, what gives? Let me go! No! Give me back my legs!
Right on schedule. Now bring him back to Mother Base.
As soon as you met him, he's whining. Right on schedule.
Also, look at all the photos he put up on the AI pod. They made a little RC Zeke.
Oh, look at him.
It's Otacon as a baby.
I'm over here!
I'm so excited.
Sorry,
Finally,
Huey.
a good character.
Sorry, Huey, I have to look at your child son. He's gonna be so good, for the most part. He's gonna fuck up a little bit, but he'll be great. Unlike you, Huey. You're just whining so much.
Once they add my masterpiece into the equation, this war will be over. The Soviets will win.
He was developing bipedal
Are you
weapons for the Soviets.
you a loyal member of the Soviet cause there, Huey? Anyway, I'm gonna shake you around like a Coke can until you shut up.
Yeah.
I thought the inspection was real. I swear it. If anyone's to blame, it's you, Snake. We should never have had that nuke. That's the reason Mother Base was destroyed.
Wait a minute.
Whose idea was the nuke? Whose idea was the launch system for the nuke?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is, honestly one of my favorite parts of, Metal Gear Solid 5, at least with its story, that I think is actually done pretty well, is all this stuff they do with Huey in this game.
Arriving shortly at LZ. Creating bipedal weapons.
Well, I do wish that, like, Peace Walker, had more foreshadowing, or at least had more of Huey being kind of like a cowardly asshole. I do like that they did a pretty decent job of differentiating Huey from Otacon, so they're not just the same guy.
All for one and one for all. Nothing's changed, right?
Look, everybody lost their room, but one of us had time to put together a whole lot of photo albums. It's a little suspicious.
It is a little suspicious. Like, I wonder if, like, because he put out that communication, and he was like, oh boy, Big Boss is gonna save me. Do you think he, like, cleaned up his lab and, like, put all those pictures there, like, hours beforehand just so he could be more buddy-buddy?
Just remember the good old days, boss.
Yeah, look, see, I have all your pictures up still. I love you.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sahelanthropus? How?
So that's the Metal Gear he built for the Soviets.
Impossible! It can't be active!
It's not a Metal Gear, that's a fucking Gundam.
Useless. Today is the day weapons learn to walk upright!
I just love him, like, standing all dramatically in the hand, and the instant the Metal Gear moves, he's like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna fall. Whoop.
Get out of there, boss.
No, yeah, thanks for the advice.
So yeah, I do like how they end this mission, just because it is a bit of a surprise to, like, have the Metal Gear appear this early, and not just in, like, a cutscene where it's like, oh, it's in a hangar, it's getting worked on, you'll fight it later. It just kind of just drops in, it's like, I'm here! Gotta deal with me now. So you can sneak away from Sahelanthropus. The color of the lights on his head kind of indicate what phase he's in. So he'll go from red to yellow to blue when he loses you. He's not too hard to sneak from, just because, like, his vision isn't very wide. But he does shoot out these little pods that kind of look for you. Also, a thing I think a lot of people don't, like, really see is that, like, if you lose him, sometimes the Metal Gear will get angry, and it'll throw, like, a little temper tantrum. It's an animation that does not play very frequently, and because you have to, like, be in this spot, because he, like, chops it up the tower over and everything.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, you have to be waiting right by the spot, or else that never happens.
Is this the AI doing? Is there an AI in there? Or?
So they don't explicitly say, but you can kind of figure it out, and we'll see in just a second.
Okay.
As Venom Snake, every once in a while, if you look at the Metal Gear, you'll see the Psychic Kid just appears by its shoulder.
Oh.
And if you shoot him, it disrupts the Metal Gear, so it's actually being controlled psychically.
Psychically.
Yeah. You can totally fight Sahelanthropus if you want to. It's difficult just because Sahelanthropus has, like, final boss health levels, and we're, you know, not super far into the game. So, like,
you gotta research much better rocket launchers.
Yeah, and you would have to, like, really grind soldiers at this point to make any better rocket launchers.
Now that's some lateral thinking.
Yeah, Miller will compliment you on doing the mission the way most people usually don't. Yeah, you can't even destroy Sahelanthropus. You can just, like, permanently stun it, so you can just run away easily. A Vapor Snake, there isn't too much goofy shit you can do with him, but I did want to see if I could get some decoys stuck to him. You can throw decoys really far. It's just, the Sahelanthropus's head, it likes to bounce off him.
Oh.
Yeah. But, I did get lucky. I got one on him.
Yes, yes.
You can see him just wiggling in the background. There he is.
Would you put that back down? Thank you.
Okay. Sahelanthropus on his own probably took around 20 minutes, maybe.
That tape? I tossed it already. It's in the trash up top.
Of course, now that we've already done the update, we just want to scream to Big Boss here. No, don't pick up that tape. Don't do that. There's nothing good that will come from it.
I'll mark the location he mentioned. Go find it if you can.
Boss, this information is gonna stay classified. We might put out, like, a press release of like a summary, but the world doesn't need to know.
Yeah. Yeah, if you rescue all of the guys before going to Chico, the cutscene is slightly different because now there are no guys to, like, start yelling. So instead it's just like, oh no, a Jeep with its headlights is driving really close. It's just a really small variance, but still, we put the effort there. The final patch, or one of the patches, is nowhere to be found on the map, but rather instead, you might find it accidentally if you start rolling a lot.
Aha.
Just keep rolling. Boop.
And that jogs your sense memory that it's in your butt.
It jostles it out.
It shakes it. It shakes that thing.
Yeah.
It's all good. Like, the most intense cutscene in the entire game is like, to wiggle that booty.
Yeah, like the way that cutscene is directed like Snake suddenly having like a traumatic, like, flashback or something.
But we've got a secret weapon. A man from another world. A dark, distant future.
With sweet melons.
A man made into a war machine with no human body for those bastards to snatch.
It seems like their secret weapon is like birthed from melon-looking eggs.
Yeah.
They have to hatch him. Hell yes, though. No, take the cool-ass sword.
Raiden would chop anything in half if it helped him get the job done quicker, honestly. Like,
yeah. And what is this weird double pseudo-historical timeline where Miller cares about killing people who work at the black site?
Yeah, it's weird. What a weird parallel universe. I really like this mission. It's a quick one, but it's a one that's pretty fun to replay a lot for speed running because it's pretty simple. So it's really easy to just figure out like the quickest way to do it. Also, Ryan can run really fast.
Yes, ninja run.
Yeah, he's got the ninja run.
Very good.
So yeah, he does play slightly differently from Snake. It's just he runs real fast. It's great. Also, unfortunately, Quentin Flynn does not voice Ryan in this. Rather, it's Kiefer Sutherland with a weird filter.
Huh.
Speak.
The map has been updated.
So they just took existing Snake lines and gave him a robot voice?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, here's a snatcher. Also, Ninja Run knocks guys over.
Oh, that's good.
No mistake, that's a snatcher.
It's good. It's already dead.
It's already on it, Miller.
I can tell because it exploded into green-blue fire.
God, I love how quick he runs. Like, there are times where I just wish, like, in missions later in the Phantom Pain where I have different buddies and I can't ride the horse and there's no vehicle, it's like, God, I wish I could run at this speed.
Comparing this to Snatcher reminds me that this is probably the least horny Kojima game.
Yeah.
And it has quiet in it.
Yeah. That is a weird thing. Like,
I mean, it's one of my favorite character differences between Big Boss and Snake.
Yeah.
Is that Big Boss actually had sex once, but Snake can't shut up about it?
Yeah. I mean, Snake is the guy who, you know, if you take all codec calls, no matter what, as canonical, is the guy who goes into a locker to jerk off. So, now that Beyond Good and Evil 2 is, like, an actual thing, like, the most sought-out game that's, like, you know, oh, it's never gonna happen now, is fucking Metal Gear Rising 2. The only way I can see it happen is if, like, pachinko machines really went down the gutter in profitability and Konami was like, fuck, what do we got? I know, we used to make video games.
They're going to make the announcement trailer a hidden unlockable in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Maybe we'll see you again, Raiden.
By the way, later in the LP, I'll have to get into, like, the mods and stuff that have been made for Phantom Pain, because there is a mod to replace D-Dog with our favorite dog-shaped robot buddy.
I love it. Yeah. Amazing.
Oh, not again.
Oh no, your goggles are going to kill you.
So, this mission is basically a gigantic Easter egg hunt. It's pretty cool.
For the PlayStation faithful, I guess.
Yeah.
Is that the idea? And like, They had some idea in their head that Xbox gamers are like, I gotta run and shoot. Shoot the robots.
You know, I guess that's what it was, yeah.
Where'd all my polygons go? I lost 10,000 of them.
Oh god, please help. It hurts. It hurts to lose your polygons.
The last photo's missing.
It's your brother.
Snake. It should be on the back of the disc case.
I downloaded
what about
this.
the manual? There's gotta be a clue somewhere.
Miller, this is on the PC. That's none of that is here. So yeah, there's a lot of really cute stuff in here. There's even more than just doing the photos. So we'll actually be doing 2 playthroughs of this mission because there's too much stuff.
Be careful. There are directional mines around there. Who am I? One of your fans.
This mission is also full of Master Miller doing impersonations of other Metal Gear characters. So that's pretty fun.
Time to go. Yeah, don't want to mess with that.
Someone's in the outhouse. Some soldier with stomach trouble?
Of course.
He's gonna be a while. Better leave him alone.
This is actually the only appearance of Johnny anywhere in Metal Gear Solid 5.
Well, he's too busy raising a child right now, I think.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, he'd be too busy with the kid raising.
I think he's retired. Now, every time Miller does some sort of reference or impression of the first Metal Gear Solid, is that weird for him? Because he's dead in that game. Like, that's not him in it. He's very dead.
Like, Miller, do you know you're gonna die?
Do you know you're going to be killed by the clone son of your best shower punching friend?
Before the game released, people were like, oh man, this is gonna be the game where like it all, you know, like everything intersects and like you start recruiting the soldiers who are the bosses in the original Metal Gear.
That would be cool,
like,
though.
It would be pretty cool.
Like Running Man.
Yeah, or Coward Duck.
Kojima Productions. What does that mean?
Not much these days.
Oh! It is weird that, you know, Kojima started his new studio with Sony, and they actually allowed him to bring the Kojima Productions name with him. I really thought they would be like, nope, you're not taking that. Just because they seemed a little spiteful about everything else. You know, like the reports of like, for the last 6 months or so of Kojima working at Konami, they forced him to be in a completely different office in like a separate building, and he had to like relay a message to one guy to talk to the rest of the development team, because... Yeah, it's pretty cute.
Love that sting.
Yes. Just what I'd expect from the legendary Snake.
Stop that. Just stop that. It's weird.
A surprising thing is, many years ago, like the same time like Kojima was like, hey, we're gonna be making Zone of the Enders 3! Was they were also like, oh yeah, here's this guy, we're making a Metal Gear Solid movie. And I thought that thing had completely fallen through, but no, it's still happening. I forget his name, John Vaught Roberts or something?
Jon Favreau. It's going to be a low-budget, quirky comedy.
Ooh, you know, that might work.
It's like Swingers, but with spies.
Whoa. There's an interview with the guy that I read today or yesterday, actually, where he was talking about how he wants the movie to be as weird as the games are. Because he was like...
Oh, it will make like, no money. No one will like it. That's perfect.
He was just like, well, the game is so weird. That was one of the things that, you know, made it so different, you know, from other games at the time. So I feel like we should really bring those elements into the movie, too. And I'm just like, this is either going to be incredible or the most, like, interesting mess.
Some people will watch it 100 times, and no one else will watch. Look, I'm just saying that Charlize Theron's plan is about global information control. She has a cargo plane base that never lands.
Ooh, yeah.
They changed Jason Statham's character from evil James Bond to basically Solid Snake. Like, they give him a backstory where actually he was burned by the global intelligence community and now he's just working for himself.
Oh my god. I really like the direction of these cutscenes because it's just like it's like a night terror or something. You know, I think it's a really big missed opportunity that they never had, either like in the actual storyline or just in like a joke mission, a vampire enemy that Big Boss has to face because of his fear of vampires. I'm just trying to imagine, like, in an otherwise, you know, totally much more serious Metal Gear Solid 5, having one of the skulls just look like Dracula. And him just being fucking scared out of his mind.
Okay, so is this one the president? Or is this one...
Hard to tell. Hard to tell.
Dead? Again?
Functionality has been restored.
Snake, you okay? Fox dies, but the Fox engine came out on top. Thanks, Fox engine.
They were really fond of the Fox engine. They liked it.
Now press the start button.
Just like old times.
That's from the future, though.
Nice work.
It is weird that, like, Big Boss is like, yeah, I remember all this stuff. My son does.
It hasn't been poured yet. This is still in the 70s.
Yeah, and also I just, like, it's weird to hear Kiefer Sutherland, of all people, going, like, just like old times, like, you just got here! Alright, we recreated all the photos, so we get to leave through here.
Yes, mission complete. Boss, that was exceptional.
However, I did mention there will be a second playthrough, because there's a whole extra little Easter egg hunt separate from that. That's pretty cool, and a little harder to find. They're a little more secret.
Impressive work, Snake. Mission complete is not what I'm here to say. Believe it or not, the real mission starts here.
Huh? This is not Master Miller. Snake, you're too late.
It's me, dear brother.
He does know he's dead.
Alright, this is why I like this mission a lot. It's just because it's a Metal Gear quiz show.
Here we go. Snake!
This is normal mode, though, so they aren't too bad.
Should I be answering these? Would that be fun?
I mean, yeah.
You call Mei Ling.
Yep.
Yeah. I knew the first two. Like, okay, we don't have it on record, but, like, I knew Nikita, too.
Yeah, those are really easy.
Please believe me.
What was the maximum load of the elevator in Communications Tower B?
Jesus.
This is the hardest one. Even I had trouble with this one the first time I played it.
300, right?
300 kilograms? Yep.
Yeah.
Fox!
Engine.
I don't know. All of those are valid.
Yeah. But yeah, the quiz show is great. It was a really fun surprise. And hey, you get...
amazing.
But yeah, now you can just switch costumes. And yeah, we'll be taking a look at the other little Easter egg hunt that's hidden in here. along with the hard mode quiz show.
Oh boy, I'm gonna get all of them wrong.
Also, yeah, switching to the MGS1 Snake also makes all the guards genome soldiers, and it makes it snow.
That's very good. The snow is very good.
It also replaces these guys. So yeah, the one in Paz's cell was the Arms Tech president.
Hey, I got it right.
And then, yeah, the other one, it's the DARPA chief. So you can call Miller when you look at these logos.
Metal Gear. Solid. Snake's 3D model was made up of 690 polygons.
Nice.
So if you point it at a logo...
It disappeared. I couldn't tell you why, but it looks like that gun's light erased the marking. You see any more of those things around there?
I thought it was used for, like, reality shows set in hotel rooms.
So if you try to erase Metal Gear Rising...
Looks like that's nothing special.
What? Nothing special, you take that back.
Come on, that is our magnum opus.
Yeah, that, like... Come on. So yeah, there are lots of logos here, but not all of them can be erased. You are looking specifically for the Kojima-directed Metal Gears.
Okay.
And you're going to erase them.
It looks like they did learn to suck their own dicks in this game.
Metal Gear Solid Touch. I've never mentioned this game, but this came out around the same time as Metal Gear Solid 4 on the iPhone. It's a shooting gallery. Look at it. Whoa. There's another game I haven't talked about up here, Metal Gear Solid Social Ops.
We're never going to be done with this series. Fuck.
Oh, God. I believe this was a Japan-only mobile game, but it was one of those bullshit games where, you know, you get a bunch of cards and they have numbers and you make them fight other guys with big numbers, and look, there's a premium box with fucking Zadornov inside.
And Ned! My good buddy Ned!
And Ned! And you just watch them fight. It's like, well, were my numbers bigger? Ah, fuck, they weren't. Better buy some cards.
Find something to believe in and find it for yourself. And when you do, pass it on to the future.
Wow, we got a David Hayter impression.
Wise words for suck my dick.
So yeah, Metal Gear Arcade is a arcade game in Japan. You have this big gun peripheral.
Does it come with the hat?
I wish.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a 3D game. You wear those 3D goggles, and also you have that big thing attached to your goggles that, like, is head tracking to move the camera where you look. It looks a little different now. It's actually based on assets from Metal Gear Online from Metal Gear Solid 4.
Ah, okay.
I have heard this game is not great, and I've also heard it's pretty awkward to control.
No.
Peace Walker's kind of sneaky to find. You gotta call in the helicopter.
Oh, that's very sneaky. I like it, though.
This is a Metal Gear game I have still yet to play. I should get around to that sometime.
Kojima wasn't in Ghost Babel?
Nope.
Huh.
He was not. It's apparently still quite a good game, though.
I guess your face has a few new wrinkles, but I've never seen more emotion expressed through it. Joy and rage, too. What an age we live in, huh, Snake? Wonder what they'll think of next.
Getting fired. Damn it. What did Snake call Otacon's love for a certain female character?
Nightingale Syndrome, not Stockholm Nightingale Syndrome.
No, it's Stockholm.
It is? Oh, fuck.
Yep. Who did Otacon fall in love with in MGS1?
Okay, that's Sniper Wolf.
Yeah, that's the easy one.
Okay.
I was just like, what the? Why is this in hard mode?
Correct.
If there's like a whole multiple cutscenes about it. How is Johnny's privates censored in the Western version of the game?
Pixelization. Pixels, baby. Pixels.
Never forget those pixelized balls. How many prototypes were made of the stealth camouflage Otacon developed?
2. One for each of you.
This is kind of a tricky question. It's 5.
Why?
Remember the guys in the elevator?
The guys in the elevator.
There's 4 of them. Doing the hard mode quiz unlocks 1 extra costume. It's Gray Fox.
Ah, that's fantastic, though.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Huey, we are so mad at you.
And we're gonna reenact Flashdance.
Please keep me here. I need protection.
Yeah, we wouldn't want any more Emmerichs running around. You're lucky the next one's pretty much good in the end, all told in the balance.
Yeah.
Don't.
Huey.
Oh, come on. Oh, Jesus.
Huey, you should have probably designed it to not bend that way.
He claims that what they're doing in Africa is the missing piece. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear.
Meaning it's not just another nuke.
It's just a normal tank. That's far more practical. Yeah, at this point, this is kind of when, like, most of the missions you start doing are actually, like, related to the plot in some way. There's still going to be a couple missions where it's just like, oh, we're doing a job for somebody. But there's usually still an excuse of, oh, this job is, like, close to something cipher-controlled or related, so we'll just kind of spy on them while doing this job. So it's a little bit better in that regard. I'm just going to lay down with the dog.
Yeah. Dogs learn by doing.
Yeah.
You gotta demonstrate.
So yeah, with that last mission, that's basically it for Afghanistan. We'll go there a couple more times for some extra goofy side things. But like story-wise, we're pretty much done with Afghanistan. We're gonna move on to an entirely new map
of Afghanistan.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty big place. I don't know if you heard, but
get ready for some dog armor. I love the look of it. It's a sneaking suit for your dog. He's got little booties.
He's all strapped in.
Yeah, and look, he's got his own knife.
What's he gonna do with that knife? What's he gonna do with that knife?
Murder the shit out of people with it, actually.
Okay, good boy.
Yeah. But yeah, I love the sneaking suit for D-Dog because it completely covers up his legs and his paws with these little, like, tactical sneaking boots.
Yeah, and it took a long time for him to figure out how to walk in it. It was very cute.
This map is, I want to say it's a little bit bigger than the map for Afghanistan in this game. But it's also just a lot more wide open than Afghanistan is. Like, Afghanistan's map in this game just has a lot of areas where you're kind of, like, funneled through little valleys and stuff, and this place is just, like, you can go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years.
How can a war industry go anywhere but crooked? Miller?
Yeah, that formerly noble and honorable war profiteer industry.
Like, Miller acts like this stuff is bad, but it's the same shit he does, and I really think Miller's just jealous they got here first.
Yeah.
That's how it comes off to me.
I don't like this remake of The Sandlot. I think they took it way too dark.
The mission is over.
So yeah, do not harm child soldiers in missions. You will get a game over. You can, like, knock them out and stuff, just don't shoot them with bullets.
Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
It came from upriver.
It came from upriver, yeah.
Jackals are closely related to dogs and wolves, so much so that they can interbreed with them.
Don't get any ideas.
Soviets are trying to...
Since I'm taking these guys out, I should mention there is a hidden point system in the game called Demon Points. And basically, the more guys you kill and the more, like, fucked up things you do, the more demon points you get. And when you have a lot of demon points, it causes the horn in Big Boss's head to become longer and pointier. And you can get rid of demon points too if you're, like, rescuing people and tranking people and doing generally, you know, non-lethal things. Also, because D-Dog has a sneaking suit, if I tell him to go get somebody, he pulls the knife out of his suit in his mouth and fucking stabs people with it.
How many demon points is that?
I don't know, man.
Just imagine talking to your doctor about the foreign objects permanently embedded in your head. And your doctor tells you, well, if you're a very nice boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna imagine the only reason why this demon point system works is just because Snake is so dumb that when he thinks, like with the mushrooms, you're charging his batteries, because he believes it's true, it's true.
Hey boss, what are your feelings on apartheid? I know you've been asleep for most of it, but you've been reading Time magazine.
Yeah. Look, just watch Lethal Weapon 2. It's got like one scene about apartheid in there. It says it's bad.
Now, boss, I'm gonna need you to take another nap until you can wake up and watch District 9. Trust me, it's gonna be worth the wait. Boss, you wanna watch Chappie with me? Feel like you might enjoy Chappie.
Watching that with Vapor Snake would be awful because he would just say, "That's Chappie," every time Chappie is on screen. Whoa.
Wow, your dog is vicious.
Yeah, Dee Dee's a fucking cold-blooded killer now. He's gonna get a little. He's got demon points now. Maybe even more than me.
He is not allowed in the dog park. I'm sorry. we had a vote.
Oh. You know, these apartments are pet friendly, but we do have breed restrictions, and the list is just one bullet point. It just says D-dogs.
Yeah.
No D-dogs allowed.
I'm sorry, if your dog was raised or trained or spent any significant time on a floating platform in the Seychelles, they are not allowed.
Yeah. Skullface is weird because the amount of presence he has, like, is small for a long time, and he's just kind of like dumb, but like annoying also. Whereas like even when Metal Gear villains are dumb, like even Hot Coldman, I was entertained by.
Oh yeah, he was living life.
Yeah,
and loving it.
Whereas like Skullface feels like a weird, annoying theater kid who thinks he knows everything. That's the feeling I get from Skullface. And
I was never given a choice. I was cast as Polonius. I didn't want to be Polonius, but I had no choice.
I could just go grab one and just kind of waltz out. Unfortunately, you cannot put D-Dog in one. I wish you could ride in it somehow.
Aww. That's why you need a special one with the hand.
Look, you can train D-Dog to unsheath and resheath a knife and also stab dudes with it and do backflips off of them. I bet you could teach D-Dog how to fucking pilot a walker gear.
Don't even pilot, just get the one with the special arm on the side.
Yeah.
Get the walker to do I'm a little teapot, and suddenly you have a dog-sized sidecar.
Yeah. He would love it too. He loves parachuting. This is a dog that likes extreme sports, probably.
I taught my dog to rock climb.
Oh, speaking of David Hayter voicing Solid Snake, you know, he is voicing Snake again in the new Smash Bros. But also, I forgot to mention, after all the Phantom Pain stuff happened, and like I think after it came out or when it was almost out, he actually came back and Konami had him voice Solid Snake again in a series of Ford car commercials. They made new MGS1 style codec calls where Snake and other characters from MGS1 are talking about Fords. And they're kind of great.
Colonel, long time no see.
Snake, today's briefing is of the utmost importance.
What is it, Colonel?
I'll be telling you all about the Ford Focus SE.
Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Man, don't need to suck up that much.
Also, it's time to talk about bonuses. I'm sorry. I hate to bring it up, but
we kind of had to put all the bonus money this year like into the new struts and, you know, all the pet care. You know, we have to feed all these animals now. That's a lot of money. A lot of money has to be put back into that. We don't even know what zebras eat. What do they eat? Now we gotta buy that shit. Great.
The boss played him like a fiddle.